Busy people don't always get what they need. Brave askers do. Most of us were trained to wait our turn, keep our heads down, and earn help only after we've suffered enough. That script keeps talent small and communities silent. The truth is simpler and more powerful. Asking is the engine of human cooperation. When you learn how to ask clearly, generously, and without panic, resources move, doors open, and your work can breathe. You're listening to Audiobook Lounge. We publish a fresh book summary every day. If you love clear, usable ideas you can put to work today, subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss tomorrow's episode. The Art of Asking is part memoir, part manifesto, and part field guide. The author argues that asking is not begging, and it is not manipulation. Asking is an invitation to participate. It works when it is rooted in trust, visibility, and reciprocal value. The book's stories range from street performing to crowdfunding, from intimate relationships to creative businesses, and the lesson repeats: connection first, then the ask, and after the ask, gratitude and reporting back. Core Idea 1. The difference between asking and begging. Begging is one-sided. It says, "You owe me." Asking is relational. It says, "I'm offering something. I'm building something. Will you be part of it?" Begging applies pressure. Asking leaves room for a clean yes and a dignified no. The most ethical asks are spacious. They respect boundaries, time, money, and attention. They never punish a no. Core Idea 2. Visibility before generosity, before asking. People support what they can see. If your work is hidden, your motives may look suspicious, even when they're pure. Show your process. Share drafts, failures, and small wins. When people have witnessed the journey, the ask feels like a natural next step instead of a strange interruption. Then be generous. Give value before you request value. Teach, entertain, help, connect. After visibility and generosity come the ask, the thanks, and the report. That sequence creates a repeatable loop. Core Idea 3. The shame tax. Many of us attach shame to asking. We've internalized myths like real artists starve nobly, real adults solve problems alone, real leaders never need help. That shame tax is expensive. It keeps people out of the arena. The antidote is reframing. Asking is not a confession of weakness. It is an act of coordination. It signals that the project matters enough to name what it needs. Let's turn the ideas into a framework you can use today. Step 1. Define the value and the vision. What change are you trying to create, and for whom? Who will benefit, and how will they feel the difference? Write this in a single sentence you could say to a busy person in an elevator. Clarity is magnetic. Vagueness is friction. Step 2. Map the circles of support. Picture 3 rings. The inner ring is your core community: friends, fans, colleagues, people who have already said yes to you. The second ring is warm connections: acquaintances, followers, friends of friends. The outer ring is the public: strangers you can reach through platforms or press. Good asks begin in the inner ring and ripple outward. Each ring needs different language, different context, and sometimes different amounts. Step 3. Design the ask. A clean ask has 4 parts. It is specific. It is easy to say yes to. It names the why, and it leaves space for no. Specific means you say the number, the date, the task. Easy means you remove friction. One clear link, one clear button, one clear time. The why ties your need to the listener's values or desires. Space means you acknowledge that declining is fine and appreciated. People feel safer around honest boundaries than around urgency theater. Step 4. Choose a ladder of support. Not everyone can give the same way. Offer rungs at different heights so many can participate. Time, attention, introductions, small dollars, larger dollars, monthly support, in-kind help, amplification. The more ladders you offer, the more likely someone will find the rung they can climb today. Step 5. Ask, thank, report. This is the heartbeat. You ask with clarity. You thank promptly and specifically. Then you report what happened. Reporting is where trust compounds. It converts a one-time gift into an ongoing relationship. Here are practical scripts you can adapt. For time or expertise, I'm working on a project that helps new freelancers price their work with confidence. You're great at proposals. Would you have 15 minutes this week for a quick review of my outline? If now is not good, I completely understand and I'll keep cheering for your work. For introductions, I noticed you know the editor at the Product Review Weekly. May I send you a 2-line blurb so you can decide whether an intro makes sense? A no is perfectly fine. Either way, thanks for considering it. For money, I'm opening a small fund to record and distribute 3 episodes about burnout recovery with licensed therapists. The goal is $3,000 by the end of the month. If you want to be part of making this happen, the link is here. Whether or not you can contribute, I appreciate you being in this community. For collaboration, I love your event series. I'm hosting a pop-up workshop on building a gentle productivity system. If you think it fits your audience, I can handle setup and bring my own list. If not, I'll keep attending because I learn something every time. Notice the tone. It's confident, brief, and not desperate. It invites participation without guilt. Now, the psychology. Why is asking so hard? 3 reasons: fear of rejection, fear of debt, and confusion about worth. Rejection stings because it threatens our social belonging. Debt feels scary because we imagine a bill we can't repay. Worth gets tangled because we confuse the value of our work with the value of ourselves. The cures are practice, reciprocity, and separation. Practice desensitizes rejection. Reciprocity reframes debt as a dance of giving and receiving over time. Separation reminds us that a no is not a verdict on our humanity. Tactics for handling rejection gracefully. First, pre-decide your response. When someone says no, you say thanks for considering it and leave the door open. Second, read the number as data. Was the timing wrong? Was the ask too big for that ring? Did you skip the why? Third, protect your energy by batching asks and batching rejections. Send 10 asks in a focused window, then take a walk. Pricing and money deserve their own attention. The book argues that transparency beats telepathy. If you're creating art or services, people are not mind readers. Tell them how to pay you. Show them options. Consider flexible models like pay what you want, sliding scales, tiers, and membership. These models respect different budgets while honoring your need for sustainability. The key is to explain the rationale. When people understand where the money goes, they often surprise you with generosity. Community building is not a side activity, it is the foundation. Think of it as ongoing hospitality. You greet, you introduce, you serve something nourishing, you check in, you remember names, and you clean up. Online, hospitality looks like consistent newsletters, thoughtful replies, shout-outs, and visible gratitude. Offline, it's gatherings, open studios, Q&A sessions, and collaborations that put your supporters on stage too. Communities are built around shared purpose, shared language, and shared rituals. Create those intentionally. Let's ground this in stories you can picture. A street performer learns early that eye contact matters. When the hat goes out at the end, the performer smiles, thanks the crowd sincerely, and allows a beat of silence. That beat is where courage lives. If the performer fidgets, apologizes, or rushes away, the moment collapses. But when they hold the space with warmth, people give. An indie game developer writes devlogs twice a month. She explains not only what she shipped, but why she cut certain features. When the Kickstarter launches, backers feel like insiders because they've been in the room the whole time. The ask lands on the soft cushion of months of trust. A community organizer hosts a cleanup day. He asks for 90 minutes on a Saturday, provides gloves and water, and ends with pizza and a thank you circle. Next month, when he asks for a small donation to buy new trash bins, people have muscle memory of working together. The yes comes easier. A freelancer stops sending vague proposals. Instead of, "I can help with design," she writes, "I will redesign your pricing page to increase trial to paid conversion by 1 percentage point. I will deliver 2 versions and test them for 3 weeks. The fee is this, and here's the calendar." You can say yes, no, or later. Clarity reduces fear and accelerates decisions. Let's add a 7-day practice plan to make asking a habit. Day 1. Write your mission in 1 sentence and your current need in 1 sentence. Share them with 1 friend. If the sentences wobble, revise until they feel solid. Day 2. Make a gratitude inventory. List 20 people who have helped your work in any way. Send 5 short thank you notes. Thanking without asking warms the road. Day 3. Draft 1 clean ask for time, 1 for introductions, and 1 for money. Keep each under 4 sentences. Practice saying them out loud until they sound like you. Day 4. Publish 1 small piece of your process. A screenshot, a behind-the-scenes note, a sketch, a principle you learned the hard way. Visibility builds context for future asks. Day 5. Send 3 asks to the inner ring. Choose easy wins that match people's strengths. Attach a crisp call to action and a deadline. Day 6. Report back publicly. Share what happened, who helped, and what you're doing next. Name people with permission. Gratitude makes communities sticky. Day 7. Reflect and iterate. What language got traction? Where did you feel awkward? What will you try next week? Make asking a weekly ritual instead of a rare emergency. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. The apology ask. You pre-apologize for taking up space. Solution: own your need with kindness. You are not stealing, you are coordinating. The mystery ask. You hint and hope someone reads your mind. Solution: put the number, the link, and the date in the message. Remove ambiguity. The panic ask. You disappear for months and show up only when you need something. Solution: maintain gentle contact all year. Attention is a relationship, not a switch. The guilt trip ask. You imply that real friends would say yes. Solution: build dignity into the ask by normalizing number. People help more when they feel free. The spreadsheet ask. You treat people like entries to be extracted. Solution: stay human. Use names. Refer to shared moments. Celebrate people for more than their utility. Let's talk about platforms and crowdfunding. The mechanics change, but the principles hold. Seed your campaign with early yeses before you go public. Name a clear baseline goal and stretch goals you actually want. Offer rewards that bring supporters closer to the work, not just trinkets. Communicate on a predictable cadence, launch day, mid-campaign, final 48 hours, and especially after funding to show delivery progress. If something slips, tell the truth quickly and explain the fix. Trust can handle delays better than silence. Boundaries keep asks ethical. Consent matters. Never publish private messages without permission. Never weaponize your audience against a critic. When someone says no, accept it without debate. And set your own boundaries too. Times you are not available. Projects you will not accept. Topics you will not discuss. Boundaries make your yes more trustworthy. A note on self-worth. If you struggle to value your work, practice separating the art from the artist. Price the result, the time saved, the risk reduced, and the delight created, not your sense of personal worth. You are priceless. Your project has a market value. Those are different conversations. Before we close, here is a compact checklist you can keep near your desk. Is the vision 1 sentence long? Is the current need one sentence long? Have I shown my work this week? Have I thanked someone this week? Does my ask include a specific action and an easy link? Did I offer multiple rungs on the ladder of support? Did I normalize number? Did I report back after the last ask? Did I rest and protect my own boundaries? If I received a no, did I learn from it without making it personal? Let's recap the book's promise in plain words. Asking is not about squeezing people. It is about revealing your work, inviting participation, and building a loop of trust. Show the process. Give value. Ask clearly. Thank sincerely. Report back. Repeat. When you do, you discover that communities want to help more than you imagined, and your work grows sturdier because it is carried by many hands. Busy is a costume. Results are reality. What is the smallest clear ask you can make today? Who already believes in you and would be glad to help if you gave them a clean way to do it? Write the sentence, send the message, and let people say their honest yes. Thanks for listening to Audiobook Lounge. We publish a new summary every day. If this episode gave you one move you can use today, subscribe, tap like, and share it with one person who needs the courage to ask this week. See you tomorrow.